Russell Westbrook looked fantastic last night, and he deserves a ton of credit. Now, look, I understand it's just preseason. I understand it's only been 2 games, and, 40-minute sample size in total. He played 15 minutes the first game, and then 21 minutes last night. But still, nonetheless, the fact that everything we heard during the offseason, everything we heard during training camp, everything from Darvin Ham, the sacrifices, Russ is setting the picks, Russ is doing this. We're seeing videos of him at training camp, and he's working on his shot, and he's having 3-point contests and winning those 3-point contests, and he's, doing all of the work that they wanted him to do. And, of course, many people were like, hey, let's see it in game. Let's see it. Well, we did. And of course, we need to see it in, a real win-gameable type game where it's like, it's not preseason where it really matters. We need a W in that column, and he kind of is playing that role. Now, I do think Russ is going to have moments to just be Russ. We even saw that a little bit last night, which I am not against because, look, when it is just the bench unit and it is just the bench guys and it is Russ out there with all the young legs, let Russ be Russ. When you get the ball, you take off, you go. Make a decision, get points, go get buckets, But when he's in the scope with Anthony Davis and LeBron James and he's running with the starters on the offense, be that guy. Set those screens. Play that defense. Obviously you still want him to play defense and stuff like that. But I'm talking about as far as like what we saw last night, right? You saw him get a rebound, run down the court, and get a layup coast to coast. And then you saw another play like 3 plays later, same situation. The only difference is this time he saw there were 3 defenders. Let me wait, slow it down. Got a nice entry pass and it led to an easy bucket. Now, Russ of the past would have just said, I'll take all 3 of these guys on and get to the basket. That would have been Russ. Not just that, we saw his new shot and it looked good. You could visibly see the difference in his shot. And he shot 2 of 4 from 3. He knocked down his first 2 threes. So he shot 50%. Now, I don't expect him to shoot 50% this season from 3. But can he shoot respectable? We don't need him to shoot 38 to 40%. We just need him. Can he shoot, 32 to 33%? League average is only 34, 35%. So can he just be slightly under league average to where he's respectable enough to where teams have to be honest on him? Then that's perfect. That's great. That is all you could ask for. Gave us some rebounds. He gave us some assists. Now, I could have done without the 4 turnovers in 21 minutes. But, hey, it's still a learning process. You got to understand, this team has only been together a week, 10 days, something like that. So everything's going to take time. This team is only going to improve. They're only going to get better. And the only way that we really are going to be that team that has the potential and could really surprise people, because I really think this team could. They looked great yesterday. They looked really good, and that was without Anthony Davis, who looked great in game 1. I mean, the dude put up 11 and 11 the first game in only 16 minutes. You give us that kind of production with what we saw yesterday, tell me this team isn't legit. If you do, you're just clearly hating. Now, again, I understand. I don't want to be too high on the highs. I don't want to be too low on the lows when it comes to preseason, but the positives are things that you build the foundation on and you grow and you take that into the season and you continue to prove in those areas. The things that are bad are the things that you need to work and improve on. And all of that stuff, you can't be too high and too low on. But we've gotten 2 straight games of Russell Westbrook showing that he's bought in and playing well. And I love that. He got a lot of praise from game 1. If you thought he played great in game 1, this dude is a match made in heaven in game 2, and we need that. These 3 guys, we're going to go as far as these 3 can carry us. And at the end of the day, you still have 3 superstars on your team. Russell Westbrook, as many people as like to bash him and all that stuff, it's all recency bias. The dude still put up 18, 7, and 7 in a terrible season. What many people think he's washed. Name me a player in a good season that's put up 18, 7, and 7. There's not very many. The fact that he could do that in such a dismal season is a testament to that he still got it. He looks slimmer. He looks faster. He looks good out there. He looks like somebody that has changed just in every form. His shot, everything. He's really trying to buy in. He's really trying to fit in. And I've said it from day one. We got to give him the benefit of the doubt. Give him the chance and the opportunity. Last year was dismal for everybody. LeBron halfway through the season just settled for 30-foot jumpers all game and didn't even try to attack the basket. It was terrible. LeBron averaged almost as many turnovers as Westbrook. Anthony Davis couldn't stay healthy. Frank Vogel had no real lineups, no rotations, no play calling. There wasn't one game last season where you were like, Frank Vogel outcoached that other team. Even bad coaches, you were like, man, Frank Vogel's getting killed by that guy. It was a bad year all around. This year, you got new promise, new hope, new excitement, everybody just looks happy and healthy, and you see the chemistry. Look at the bench last night. Everybody's jumping up. It's 2020 all over again. Everybody just seems to love each other. The only difference is we have a Russell Westbrook this time. And if he can fit in with these two, this team, I don't care. This team is scary. Tell me a team in the league that can stop all three of these guys if they're on. There isn't. There's not, because there's not a team in the league that has three guys to this level. And look, I'm not locking them in as championship contenders. I'm not anything like that. I'm saying, I've said from day one, I like how this team stacks up. I do. If everything's clicking, this team, I am willing to take head-to-head against every team in the West. There's not a single team in the Western Conference that has an answer for Anthony Davis. LeBron James is still LeBron James. And who guards Russell Westbrook if he's working? Russ is running that pick and roll. That pick and roll looks like butter every single play. Every time they've ran it, he's making good decisions. He's letting the offense in the game just come to him. He's fighting over picks. He's fighting over screens. The guy's doing everything that he said he would. Everything that all the reports have said that he would, he has done. He has proven himself, at least these two first games. Now, can he do that over an 82-game season? We'll see. But like I said, I do believe Darvin Ham is going to take the leash off of Russ from time to time. And when he's running with the starters, this is how you're going to play. And when it's just you and I say, hey, here's the keys, jump in the car and go, you go. And I think Russ is going to have that time because, look, there's still a value to the way that Russ plays the game. It's just, can he turn it on and off, right? Can he keep it in perspective of like, okay, I need to just run and just keep running, as Forrest Gump would say, right? And you just go. And then when we got the other guys, okay, I need to play within the frame of the offense, in the frame of the game, stuff like that. Like, there's a value in allowing Russ to be Russ. Because especially against when you're operating and running with other bench units and stuff like that, you're good. Like, name me a bench player that stands a chance against Russ. It's just, can Russ actually finish and, finish around the rim and all of those things? If he can, then good. Then you're great. I think that Darvin Ham knows what he has with Russ. Darvin Ham has done nothing but talked about how much he likes Russ and how all the ideas and plans that he has for Russell Westbrook. And he's proving it. Again, he's proving it. The night and day result so quickly just shows how much Russ really values and, again, what coaching brings. I have said this over and over again. I've had so many people tell me, oh, like the coach, that coaching matters. And Russ's performance the last two games proves that coaching matters. Because Darvin Ham in a week was able to get Russell Westbrook to do exactly what they needed him to do. And Darvin Ham had an entire season. Now, there are things that go into that. Like, one, Darvin Ham does have the backing of the organization. Two, Russ knows, like, this is his last chance to really perform. But Russ made sacrifices last year. It's just Frank Vogel, again, never put him in a position to succeed. You see Darvin Ham putting Russ in a position to always be successful, whether he has the ball or not. He's setting screens, he's slashing. There's constant ball movement. They had 17 assists on 24 made field goals. Like, and that was like the first quarter or the first half, whatever. Like, they look great. They're sharing the ball. They're moving the ball. Russ is sharing the ball. Russ is moving the ball. Russ is doing everything that everyone asked him to do. And I think he deserves credit. Russ has been he's been awesome. And I'm very impressed. Very happy because I have defended this man. I have stuck up for this guy just for the last several months. Again, I was somebody that said, hey, if the trade out there is right, but I've been saying from day one, if the deal isn't out there, I have no problems keeping Russell Westbrook. And we ended up keeping Russ. And as soon as we kept Russ, I said, okay, we're keeping Russ. I am ready to go with Russ. Like, let's go with Russ. I believe he can do this. I believe him when he says he'll buy in. And I'm glad he's proved me right so far. We'll see how it goes. Again, 2 games in preseason. Don't want to get too high on the highs. Don't want to get too low on the lows. But I really am impressed with what I've seen. I just think Russ is he looks reinvented out there, and I love it. I love it. Now, can he just maintain that? That's the big key. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. What have you thought about Russell Westbrook so far in these first 2 games? Were you impressed? Were you not? Were you happy? Were you not? Do you think that he can continue this? Do you think he can keep this up? Do you think that he will continue to improve? And that's something else too. Is like we have, again, throughout the season, Russ is only going to get better. If he continues to buy in and continues to be the way he is, he's only going to improve and get better. Because he's going to get more comfortable with his teammates. He just looks more comfortable out there, period. He looks confident. He looks comfortable. He doesn't look lost at times like many others did last season. And even him. Like, how many times do we see Russ just standing there on the perimeter, like completely out of place? He always seems to be involved in one way or another. And I really like what I'm seeing. I really do. But do you feel the same way? Good, bad, ugly, somewhere in between? However you feel, let me know your thoughts and opinions down. Quick little shameless plug, everyone. If you enjoy my videos and commentary here on this channel, As It Stands Lakers, then check out the link down in the description below and go subscribe to As It Stands. Believe it or not, As It Stands was the first channel. If it wasn't for that channel, this channel would never have existed. Because of the success of that channel, it led me to want to create this Lakers channel. So do me a huge solid. If you're not subscribed over there, go check that out. Go subscribe over there. I talk all things sports, all teams, things like that, not just the Lakers. So if you just enjoy my commentary and want to hear me talk about other things, or you just, are a fan of other sports and other teams, go check that out. I promise you will not be disappointed. That being said, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, followed by the bell notification. Stay up to date with all things sports. Join this wonderful community and all of our discussions. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.